Blox fruits look like in real life? Will it look cool or super scuffed? We'll be answering that question by putting everything Blox fruits related into ChatGPT and making them real. Yo! And at the end, we'll turn some Blox fruits YouTubers characters real and get their reactions.
What the hell is even that, bro?
Before we get too crazy with it, let's start with something simple. I'm gonna take my character here and tell ChatGPT to make this real life. What the hell is this, bro? I mean, I guess it's pretty accurate. Dude's got a chain on, but the code MeEnyu is not part of the chain. And obviously, he looks nothing like me, but that's to be expected. ChatGPT kind of just threw on the most generic face I've ever seen in my life. This dude could blend into the background of any crowd and he would just disappear. No one would notice him. All right, make him Asian. Let's see if that helps. Wait. I forgot to add a very crucial detail. Make him a handsome, good-looking 10 out of 10 Asian. That should make it look exactly like me. All right, hey, you know what? It's not exactly me, but it's not that far off either. You know what I'm saying? So let's try something else now. Everybody is familiar with this loading screen when you first join the game, right? You get the pirates versus marines facing off, ready to make out. Now, what if we turn these two dudes into real life? What would happen? Let's see what we could get. Holy, that's actually so detailed. But hold on, something is wrong. Something is not right. We gotta investigate a little bit further here. Bro, what is this, man? Is that belly button here? Ew, bro. All right, GPT, that's way too much detail. Y'all need to chill out on that, man. That's just not necessary. All right, now let's take a look at the most classic NPC of all time. This is the bandit, the first NPC that you fight. And there it is. This is what the bandit will look like if he existed in real life. They actually made his hairstyle look pretty dope. But also, why did they make the trees in the background still look like Blox fruits? That's obviously not a real life tree, GPT. Okay, we're not here to judge background. But that just got me thinking, can they actually make backgrounds? What if we don't put any characters in it at all? Can they recreate an entire Blox fruits island? Let's go ahead and try it out with all of jungle, the most classic island in all of Blox fruits. Oh wait, what? They really can't make real trees, bro. What is this, bro? The Minecraft live action? Why are the trees all in blocks? What real life tree looks like this? ChatGPT, please tell me. We're gonna put the Gorilla King into ChatGPT this time, but this time we're gonna make him extra intimidating. I don't know what you guys think, but I think they did a pretty damn good job at. Oh my god. All right, what about the water kung fu teacher, Jinbei right here? Because obviously the Gorilla King was a gorilla. ChatGPT knew that. Bandits look like humans, but what about this morphed, mutated, amphibian-looking thing? What would this look like in real life? I feel like this would be even scarier than the Gorilla King, bro. Yo, I'm not even gonna lie, Blox fruits aside, this is exactly how I pictured Jinbei would look like in real life if you took him out of One Piece. My only issue is, why is bro shorter than Danny DeVito? Why did they make him like 4'5"? All right, I'm gonna need you to hear me out on this one, okay? What if, just hear me out, just let me finish. Big Mom is kind of bad though. What if, I'm just saying, hey, I don't know. No one knows unless we try. Bro, what the Alright, I'm sorry, okay? I promise I'll never do that again. I was curious, okay? Okay, moving on from the NPCs, I think I had enough. I want to take a look at what some of the items in Blox fruits will look like if they'd existed in real life. For example, the dual flintlock. I have a feeling this thing will look pretty sick. Brother, what is this? These look like the most basic flintlocks ever. Okay, let's try out this magma blaster, and this time I'm gonna do it with my character holding it. Okay, ChatGPT better cook with this one, I swear to God, man. Why did they turn my character into a 12-year-old boy wearing a baseball panda hat? ChatGPT cooked, but the only thing they cooked was me because this ain't it. Okay, what about the Dragon Storm? There's no way they don't make this go crazy, right? This has to go crazy. I'm ready to just give up, bro. Code entity? You didn't even get the code right, bro. At least plug the code. I'm wearing like saggy jeans or like, bro, where are these shoes from? Target? But I will say the Dragon Breath does look pretty sick. This thing is dope. It looks exactly like how it does in the game, except they just turned it IRL. I mean, as expected. Let's take a look at some swords. So the shark saw in the game, it looks pretty good. Too good for how trash the sword is. How good would it look? All right, now we just got a floating sword, the floating shark saw. Honestly, this doesn't even look real life. This looks like PlayStation 3 graphics. They did not... What, bro? This barely looks better than the Blox Fruits. Matter of fact, I feel like Blox Fruits looks slightly better. ChatGPT just continues to disappoint me, bro. Come on now. Well, the good news is if AI does ever decide to take over the earth, I could just prompt them to make their weapons real life, and then it's gonna turn into toys like these. They'll never be able to do anything with these. All right, I'm gonna give the weapons one last chance here with a dragon heart. This is the newest weapon in the game. It's got the best graphics. I'm gonna say make this weapon real life, but ultra realistic. Please cook with this one. Yo, that's all I needed to do this whole time is just ask ChatGPT to cook. That looks fire. No pun intended. No, seriously though, look at that fire. That's super realistic. Now, that looked dope, but of course we expected weapons to look cool. But what about Blox Fruits? Because the thing is, those things don't exist in real life or in fantasy. So what can ChatGPT conceive Blox Fruits to look like in real life? So we're gonna start off with something simple here. This is the rocket fruit. There's not much texture going on. It's really plain and boring. I'm sorry for roasting you, bro. I don't know why you still look so happy. But let's take this thing. We're gonna throw it into ChatGPT. And we're not gonna say anything except make this real life. Let me also ask, do you know what Blox Fruits is? Because if it knows what Blox Fruits is, then it might understand the rocket fruit. Oh, okay, okay. It's a popular Roblox game inspired by One Piece. Yo, hey, bro, who said, hey, nobody said that. You eat fruits, choose between pirates, marines, fight bosses. Okay, it has an idea of what Blox Fruits are. Yo, I'm sorry for ever talking shit about you, Rocket. You went from being all cute, jolly, and happy to they'll never find your corpse after I'm done burying you. Like, how did that happen? All right, we're gonna try out a different fruit from every category. For the uncommon, man, I'm gonna go ahead and choose the dark, because that's the freakiest looking one. Bro, GPT went all out. This guy was like, bet, let me give you 2. Honestly though, not as creepy as I was expecting, but still, you could drop this thing into doors and it would be the final boss, man. This thing is nasty, but in a way, kind of cool. All right, for the rare category, there aren't many fruits. Wait, are there only 4 rare fruits, really? Let's go ahead and do the rubber. I mean, yeah, I guess that's pretty much what I expected. It's an evil eraser. Why is my boy holding it on a stick? And where is that stick going into, bro? Hold up. All right, for the legendary fruit, I'm gonna go ahead and choose the Buddha. I think this will look very adorable. That looks crazy good. I don't think they got the symbols completely right, but I mean, I don't think it gets any better than that. But once again, my man is holding a stick into the Buddha fruit for some reason. Maybe that's why his facial expression is so surprised. All right, for the final mythical category, guys, I'm sorry. I wanted to do the dragon fruit, but I just realized I don't even have a physical one stored. I'm poor, okay? Please use star code MeEnyu so I could afford more dragon fruits. But I think out of all the mythicals, maybe the gas fruit is the funkiest looking one. And by the way, if you guys want me to try out different fruits for like a part 2 of this video in the future, comment down below. I'm just going off my instinct. Oh, dude, I get it. They put the stick in the back because of my dragon heart sword. There's a stick literally coming out of it. Hey, yo, I was the sus one all along, huh? Bro, the gas fruit looking like he's about to join Jinu's shadow army on some arise shit. Like, yo, chill out with all that, man. This is a whole skull. Yo, why is my background dark all of a sudden? Did ChatGPT do that too? I took a nap. But I'm back, and I'm ready to do more things into AI, specifically the admins and owners themselves. Now, what would a Zeolus look like if we brought him to real life? All right, pause. I mean, other than the fact that, once again, Blox Fruit's characters all turn out to be less than 5 feet tall, this guy is jacked, bro. Can we try this? Can you make him 5'5"? At least the size of somebody who's not a dwarf. All right, so apparently the previous picture of Zeolus was actually taller than 5'5", because this guy looks even short. All right, what about Amon Uzoth? I mean, this dude looks even weirder with bigger horns, flames coming out of his arms, and he's got like literal shark teeth. How bad is ChatGPT gonna roast him? All right, here we go. Yo, GPT gave us 2 responses for this one too. Let's take a... Oh my god, bro. What is that face? That is the face of somebody who's murdered at least 20 different innocent victims. So Uzoth's counterpart got me thinking. So I recreated my real life counterpart right here, as you can see. Using very basic, make this a real life prompt, you know, nothing too special. We don't have to read into it. But what if we put these 2 images together to paint a picture for you guys? Yep, there you go, everybody. That is a reimagined picture of what would happen when I meet Uzoth in real life. Alright, it's me standing up proudly while Uzoth is kneeled down crying and begging for forgiveness. Alright, finally, let's turn some of the famous Blox Fruits YouTubers into real life characters, especially some of these guys that have never revealed their faces before.
But what the hell, what?
That's him, everybody. That's exactly what I picture this dude will look like in real life, alright? Koopa Cry. 10 out of 10 drip for Koopa Cool, everybody. Well, we got Koopa Cool on the line here, and we're gonna reveal your IRL Blox Fruits character. You ready to see this?
Why am I crying? It's so cursed. What am I even looking at?
And they even got the stars in the eyes for some reason. That's so messed up. How close does this look like you in real life? On a scale of 1 to 10.
Not even close.
Not even close. I think ChatGPT still got a lot of improving to do based on Koopa Cool's response. How would you rate this? How would you rate your IRL avatar compared to your Blox Fruits one?
I mean, it's like, it looks really good for what it is. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it's pretty good. It does look like my guy, but like, again, why is bro crying? Why does he have the stars in his eyes like that? And why is he 2 feet tall?
But I mean, you know what? Honestly, I would totally agree. It's not that bad. You definitely got the best one out of everybody. So I would just leave it at that. All right, up next we got the baldest man of all time, Jet Ski over here. I have a feeling this one's gonna look really cursed. Oh my god, I need to unsee this. How do I erase this from my memory? Look at his beady eye. Why does he have wrinkles around? This guy's always calling me Unc. Look at this old looking bald man. All right, can you make him even balder? It's not bald enough. His head isn't shiny enough. All right, this is the new image. Probably just as bald, but slightly more disturbing. All right, everybody, now we got Jet on the line, and I can't wait for him to see this. You ready for this?
What the hell is even that, bro?
I mean, that's your avatar in real life.
That is not me. That is.
What do you mean?
No, that is not me, bro.
How is that not you? He looks just like you.
First of all, what are those eyes? What are those eyeballs?
Those are your beady little evil eyes, man. Your soulless, lifeless eyes that your avatar has.
Okay, my eyes kind of do look like that, actually.
That's what I'm saying, bro. All right, but they did add like a very creepy smile, which, you know, I don't
Yeah,
really
I don't smile
with.
like that. He looks like he's like 4. He looks like he's in between 12 and 40.
Hey, maybe all this time even calling me Unc has just been projecting this whole time. And you're the real Unc out here, bro. You look like a creep. You look like you're banned from every playground.
Banned from every elementary school nearby. What the heck is going on?
What would you rate that out of 10? How close is this?
How close? How accurate? 0 out of 10. This is 0% accurate. No, okay, it's actually kind of accurate. The orange fit, the yellow skin, the eyes. It's pretty accurate. I would have wished you would have included the chopper hat, though.
Just to be clear, I was asking compared to how you look like in real life, and I'm glad that you said it's pretty accurate, because I think I agree.
No. In real life, I'm a handsome prince. In game, I do look like a bald yellow guy. I would say this is like a cool 7 out of 10 for my character.
7 out of 10. That's not bad. Look, ChatGPT is doing good, guys. It's doing good. I like it. All right. Hey, comment down below if you want to see another part. There's so much stuff in Blox Fruits you could turn into real life.